Allen. Hey, Paul. Do a little sharpening. Can you hear me, Paul? Or am I quiet again? Got a 1K Chaucera. $400. That's Oma. Internet may not be shit today. So we're gonna do a left-handed honer from the challenge that I issued, which I already think was a mistake. So what I got here is a Japanese Martin, Swedish steel. It's the only one razor I have right now that doesn't have my edge on it. Everything else I've already honed. This one here come from Ardennes-Coticule, which is a really good edge. I shaved with it at work. Stung I was there probably, I don't know, 10 times. So it doesn't need a honing, but I wanted to sacrifice for this purpose. Did it need a bevel set? Probably not, but I wanted to go ahead and go through the whole thing left-handed. This is my favorite bevel setting stone if I go this far down. Making sure it's because I'm not left-handed to roll torque towards the edge and not lean on the spine. Circles are difficult left-handed. And I love the Chaucera. If any of you have not tried a Chaucera, they are, to me, best feedback and most efficient bevel setter out there. How's everything in New Zealand, Paul? All right. I'll do the thumbnail. Now move to Rockstar 2K. I'm not a big on the Shepton Pros. I don't like their feedback. I do like the Shepton Rockstars. They are well, I use the Chaucera bevel set and everything else I have right now is Rockstars. That's my preferred stone. A lot of people like the Shepton Pros though, so I mean they're a good stone. They do the job. I just don't like the way they feel. Yeah, that sucks when you got stones you don't like and you spend that kind of much money on it, you know. I've always had some pretty good luck of flipping my stones if I don't like them. do like how fast the Chaucer is, and this stone is probably can do all those same work as the Chaucer 1K can. It's fairly fast in itself, but it's responsive to I find it's responsive to pressure, whereas you can more pressure you can really cut, and you can milk it down, and it'll get it pretty keen. So a 2K, if you want to skip a 4K or something like that, you can. What's up? Jobs way? I don't know. If it is some old school barbershop shit you don't like, you can sure turn it off and go somewhere else. Because if you're looking for somebody to care, I'm your I ain't your Huckleberry. You can move on. What's up, Gary? How you been, Gary? How's the weather up there? It's cold for you? Snow is melting, huh? So wintertime's over for you. Our wintertime seemed like it lasted 2 days. Had two good days in the 30s and 40s, and it's back hot again. Every time they say some stuff like this is going to be your roughest winter yet, it's always the opposite way. Just like when they say hurricane season is going to be bad this year, we never get one. I think we were at 70 today. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with this 2K. Where you at, Alan? We had, I think, 12 inches last year. We had a bunch. More than I've ever seen in my life here. Okay. This is the interesting one here. So what I got here. Romania, okay. So, Griffith Shave Goods, I got this from Matt. He told me about some cauticles he had coming from Rob. This one here, he got two like it. The current pit that Rob is mining in now, he decided to go west in the pit, and they discovered a cauticle layer that they have never seen before, a new layer, right? They don't have a name for it yet. This is all he calls it is hard find, right? Mystery cauticles. How you Matt. So what I got here, it looks, the sideline looks a lot like an LPB or LV mix. You got some white and your purple and some black in the tan. It doesn't look creamy like those two, right? But it's hard, dense, and it's got this speckled grain to it that I don't know if I've ever seen before. Like some grayish black specks to it. Very glassy, slow. I done honed on it once already. That's why I didn't mess with doing a one stone home bevel set on here. It's slow. But for those people who are looking for a uber fine cauticle, this may be a huckleberry. It looks different. Yep. It's a natural combo. So this is the LPB. You see the same type sideline, but it's much different in skin color. I'm gonna use, because it's slow like LPB, I think they match with this slurry stone. I'd like to get some more slurry stones. I mean a slurry stone for it, but I mean right now he's I think there's only one more like this in the U.S. and I don't know if Matt has decided to list it yet on his site. I know he talked about it. We talked the other day, but he may keep it because they're so rare. But then today he told me he may be able to get some more. So a no-name cauticle. We're gonna call it the mystery hard find cauticle. The same thing that the guy who dug it out of the ground, Rob Sellis, did. We're gonna do a modified dollar cut because of the simple fact that I'm not gonna. I already said the bevel. Yeah, I mean it ain't for everybody, Gary. Definitely, some people. I know Matt Lawrence likes just like synthetics. It's all what you like. It's not a competition to see who can hold on the most shit. I mean, the whole reason I'm in is because of natural stones, because I like them. That's it. If I wasn't for this, the honing part, I'd grow a beard. I mean, I sell soap, but I don't even take soap, right? Uh, but the whole reason I'm in this is stone. But that ain't for everybody. Everybody's in it for a different reason. Turn this around. This stone's 7 by 3 3/4. I can't really sharpen one on synthetics either. I don't like my own edge on synthetics, or I just don't like us. I haven't had a synthetic. One guy honed a synthetic edge that I've ever tried that I like, which is Rick Whitner, my buddy. I mean, I say a lot. They are right. They so much more harsh than a natural stone. But they take patience. The key to honing is the bevel, right? If you don't have a bevel, most people, I'd say 99% of all problems I dealt with people, every one of them was a bevel. Even if it was just on a finisher, they had an underdeveloped bevel. People get tired of hearing bevels everything, but there's a reason people say that because it's true. You can have all the microscopes in the world, all the fancy finishers, all the fancy equipment. If you ain't got a good bevel, you ain't got crap. Expensive razors. You can get on the farms and cheer for the guys who are the farm bullies and know everything. But if you ain't got a good bevel, you're not honing. You're not shaving on it at least. Okay. Put my dip here. I'll go as far as say, I don't know if I've ever run into a problem other than somebody have pressure issues. Yes, I would say that. The only two problems that I've ever run into helping somebody was an underdeveloped bevel and pressure issues. Too much or too little. So I'm rolling these strokes, I'm rolling pressure as well. Yeah, pressure is hard to explain, but it's hard to explain. You almost got to feel when you start. You got to have enough pressure. You can't be bowing the razor. You got to have enough pressure where you engage and you're feeling feedback. And then when you finish it, it's just the opposite. You need to have this butterfly wing pressure deal. I don't believe in that. I don't think anybody can. I mean, if you holding an abrasive, you sanding, so you gotta have some pressure. But you gotta at the end, you gotta know how to manage engaging and having pressure enough to abrade, and then but not overdoing it. Synthetics are a lot simpler because you're on a known grid, whereas naturals you manipulate the surface. It's hard not going with my right hand. What's up, man? I don't know. Adult licking. Nice to meet you. Again, with sharpener on the cuticle right here. The vein is a newly discovered vein, so it doesn't have a name yet. This is as aggravating as this is left-handed. It's definitely teaching me a little bit more patience. With undercut with hardly no pressure. So even with just water. Dang, it's cracking. Flipping that razor is a pain in the butt left-handed. Let's check peanut. Oh, not bad, not bad at all. On a small stone, this caudicle, you would have to do a lot of honing because it's any of you ever had an LPB, they are slow and hard, and that's what this one reminds me of. Love my stone. It's got a more of a kicky sound. It's so dense, crispy sound whenever you click on it. if any of y'all interested in a conical like this, as far as I know, Matt has one more, so I'm sure it's not going to be cheap, but you can message him at Griffith Shave Goods and see if he's interested in selling it. He's also got a whole load of nice ones he's just got from Rob at AC. Rob and Maurice have been working their tail off in that new open pit and producing some beautiful stones. A lot of natural combos, a lot of selected plus. No, yeah, you get a fish for 'em. I don't own an 8x3 though. It's too expensive for me. Thing about a conical, there's not but one place to get them, and that's Ardennes in Belgium, and they set the price, you know. So I don't know if I've ever seen an 8x3 like in person. I know Rob has them. That's the size he likes, but that's too rich for my blood. He's got some 11x4s, I think, right now that are. I don't know if they're. I don't think they're 500. I don't know the price on them, but yeah. I normally hone in hand and not on the bench. I only hone the bench on video. She just got some red color in it when it's wet. I say it's slow. It's no slower than a LTB or a Ladrasante. I would love to keep going. It's very similar, yeah. The only fine, fast conical I ever run across is what he's pulling out of that pit right now. The Vanets is some good conicals. Check the edge. And the hair. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't want to put oil on my new conical yet. So I'm going to use some that and may have some O&R in here. I think that's what that is. Not the biggest fan, but it works. If I get my apex down on that thing, there you go. I like an all finished conical. Just my preference. Some guys with super honing skills, like Sean, he don't use all because sometimes his beard falls off while he's sharpening his conical because they're just so good. Out hunting this afternoon. It's hot and I'm burnt out, need a break. I figured I'd sharpen. Need a shave tonight, so have something fresh. I don't like to lap my cauticles if I have to, so I use one of these rubbing stones to resurface. Good to expose some garnets a little bit. I did rinse that slurry off, I just used it to resurface it. Put some more O&R on. $27-minute hone, that's long for me. So I use a flip alright with the best in it. Let's check it. She was already HHT arm hair before I went to oil. More silent here on the definitely. Okay. Did 6 on linen and 15 on leather. Feels not where it needs to be. Yeah. Let's see if I can do a little bit on here. Everything else was solid with the heel. I didn't catch that before I went to oil. Could have shaved with it, definitely, if it's just the bottom part of the heel, but why not do it right while you're here? Some use tape. Is that to protect? I use tape. No, I mean, everybody uses it for different reasons. You can protect the spawn on an expensive razor. I use it for angle geometry. This one doesn't need tape. I like my razor angle geometry to be, which to me, setting the bevel on angle geometry is the #1 factors in if I'm gonna like a shave or not. So if it's the bevel set and I got a good edge and if my geometry is right, it's gonna be fine. Even if it's not as keen, somebody sends me a razor, it's not as keen as what I like, but it'll be comfortable because the geometry is correct. So I like my geometry between 16.5 and let's say 18 degrees. Anything less than 16.5 is too acute for my heavy face, and anything more than I don't like a big fat bevel angle like a gold dollar like at 23. Just too much for me. So when I used to use gold dollars, I would grind the spine down to reduce that. So that's why I use tape. When I use tape, this is not needed. But honestly, I don't know that everybody knows why they even use tape. I know I've had discussions with people and they didn't even know what bevel geometry was, bevel angle was. So I think people do what they see, and I'm not knocking nobody. We all learn. We all have to learn. It's not a big deal. But in my case, I use tape when it is required to have the perfect bevel angle I want. Some people don't think it's a big deal. I do. Some people think they have to have a microscope and that's a big deal. I don't. So we all agree and disagree on different things. All right. That's it. That's where we want to be. Solid push in on the bevel. left-handed. Man, I didn't enjoy that. I wonder who challenged everybody that. No, it was okay. Won't be repeating it though. I appreciate y'all joining me on this, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off. 31 minutes. That's a long horn for me. I appreciate Gary for coming in, Paul, Alan, Paul, keeping straight over there in New Zealand. Don't get eaten by no headhunters. Alan, keep the Romanian shaving sharp over there. Gary, I know you the guard of Canada. Make sure it stays snowy and white. And I'll take care of Louisiana for y'all. Good seeing y'all guys. Talk to y'all later. Y'all stay classy.